fight has ended, but there are still wounds to be patched up.
Quite a few.
What do you do?
So, if somebody don't get that axe off her body first, what she got on her?
You guys can loot. I think Tyrus would probably stand up.
Can I be unconscious, please? Someone? Anyone?
I was just gonna say, Breezy, can you help Mr. Sleeks? He looks a little worse than I do.
This is almighty Breezy. Really need to help. I need the help.
What?
All right, Breezy. You take care of yourself, and I'll see if I can't focus myself while talking to the lady of the house. Ugh.
Oh yeah, y'all are doing an excellent job.
Lady Jamandi does come over as she slides her blade after wiping it off, the blood trickling to the end before dropping to the floor. She sheathes it and looks at you, Tyrus. I thank you for your help. Are all of you all right?
Well, we're not dead. Glad we could be of service. It looks like you had a lot of fun yourself as he glances over at this area down here. The dead bodies
He looks
everywhere.
down. Indeed, I've lost many of my guard today. But they fought valiantly, and the families will be proud of them, as yours will of you.
Well, hopefully I get to live another day to tell them. That was horrifying.
Do you recognize any of them? Are they anyone that you know of? These attackers.
I can't say I have, Lady Jamandi.
The last one in the last room called himself the Knife or the Blade.
All right. Well, I'm going to head back to the main hall. We need to continue securing the manor, extinguish any remaining fires, and tend to the wounded, for I fear there are many that are wounded.
That I do believe has actually been done. Breezy took care of the flames in between you and the main hall.
This is good.
I hate to ask this of you, but would you happen to be able to have this? Do you have the skill set to maybe help us so that we can help you further?
Also, compensation would be quite nice. As you can see, my friends has put their life on the line to, ensure your castle wasn't completely ruined.
Wait, we can talk about that after the fight.
I feel like it's highly important. Look at us.
You can take the jewels that this lady was carrying.
Any of the bandits' goods are yours to take, of course. We'll talk further in the morning. I need to make sure that the manor is secured. This is only but one level. My guards have been on all levels. Need to make sure that everything is secure before we talk any more. In the morning, meet in the main hall and we will discuss. Well, we'll discuss this evening as well as your charters that you'll be given.
Are you asking us to stay here, or do you still need our assistance? We've rescued most of the people that we met at your banquet, but I believe there was one that we have not seen.
My understanding is that much of the fighting, the major fighting, occurred here in this room. There are other pockets, but my guards should be capable. You, and she looks at all of you, wounds amongst all of you, except for Kwaku. He's been having a cocktail the entire time.
And technically Jarvis.
Oh, yeah, Jarvis. You all have done enough. Secure yourselves in your rooms. We should be fine from here on out. Rest, and we'll talk more in the morning. And with that,
That is a wise idea.
Very well then, and this is about to be where the whole party is about to freaking hate me. I'm just throwing it out there now. We did happen to find what I think is your pocketbook for the gods.
Is it still secured in?
As he'll pull out like the 800 gold that he had gotten, that we had gotten. It is. It's not ours to pilfer.
You see a smile comes across her face. I appreciate your honesty, and especially in a night like this. Something like that goes towards my guards and my servants to be lost would be, well, would be unfortunate. They have families at home they must take care of. I appreciate your honesty. And she looks at each of you. Your willingness to assist is admirable. There will be more for you in the morning. And we will talk. And she takes the money from you.
I'll delete all 800 gold.
Yeah, I know you will.
No!
Quake was looking at you like you're a fool.
Yeah, well, he's not a fucking thief either, so.
Yeah, dude, anything goes for me.
Yeah, for compensation, and you gave her money that don't make sense.
Yeah, well, maybe she'll find the fact that we not only saved the guards, her place, and gave her the $800 for that. Maybe she'll give us a little bit more in return. You never know.
Doubtful. Quake
Did
was
you
like,
guys take the weapons
You gotta take
too?
a chance. You gotta take a chance, bro.
You guys took the weapons too, right? There was like a +1 mace and a +1 longsword.
They had taken the weapons. By the time he got there, the only thing that was there was the gold.
Was the money, and that's fine. That's actually all she's.
One thing that I would like to do before you end for the night, I would like to switch my shield out because it took some damage previously. If that is cool with you.
You all can do. I mean, you have several hours. You can do what is necessary. So essentially, it's probably about 4 in the morning at this point. Over 4 hours, you all will be able to go ahead and heal yourselves up, repair yourselves, remove your wounded, and essentially do a full night's rest.
Ooh, that's nice.
That is nice.
Yeah.
So
That
go
is a
ahead-
great idea.
Go ahead and do that. How? This is a great question. So, when you hover over yourself, in the bottom right is 3 little boxes of your pop-up called extras. If you click on it, you rest for the night. You can see a little rest for the night button. Click that. Now, to increase your hit points to full, you just got to go in your character sheet and increase it back to full. Or you can do it in the pop-up, actually, where the little heart is. You can switch it from whatever number it is to full.
Yeah, just change nothing.
How do I transfer this +1 great axe to Mr. Slinks?
You just drag it over top of his token.
Copy.
Well, man, these spies had some great stuff for me.
Yeah, you're encumbered again.
Wait.
Bro, you can't.
No, I'm not.
can't
I
lift
have.
that much. Like,
I'm almost encumbered, not quite. I'm clumsy for the fight.
No,
I,
you're literally. Oh no, it's not you. It's Tyrus who's encumbered, isn't it? Yep.
So
shouldn't be
how do you
encumbered.
remove the
Yeah,
wounded?
I tossed away my spear that now
remove the
suddenly an
wounded?
iron rod.
Click on yourself, and the top right of your screen should be a little wounded symbol. If you right-click it, it'll remove it, and that goes for everybody.
I just want to, because I had the exact same amount of stuff. Actually, I have less stuff than when I started the fight, and I wasn't encumbered then. So, did they increase the weight on everything?
They increased the weight on a bit. Looks like your scimitar is 1, your shield is 1, your chainmail is 2, and your backpack has 5 right now. And most of the half plate. You've got that half plate in there?
Yeah, on the in the when I was able to put that in the container previously. That's
you know what it looks
not
like
to
is
not
happening?
having-
The backpack is not doing its math correctly. 7, 10. So your first 2 bulk should not count against you. But
Right.
your backpack right now is counting all of the bulk in your backpack.
Yeah.
And let me check that. Let me see if there's a way. It looks like, oh, it's got bulk ignored. It should be. So that appears to be a glitch.
Well, one thing that I'm going to do, because I'm quickly finding out that I'm not moving in combat anyway.
Yep.
I think we're going to half plate
Okay.
and get out of the chainmail. So that's one thing that may change a couple of things here. I'm not sure. How do I get it out of the?
How do you change your gear?
I'm trying to get it out of my backpack.
Oh, you just drag it up. So grab it from your backpack and drag it up into your armor section.
It wouldn't let me drag, but I figured it out.
All
I
right.
just had to unstow it.
Oh, yeah, that'll work too.
That'll
By the way,
increase my AC by 1. I mean, yeah.
I assume my clumsy effects go with the rest.
Yep, your
too?
clumsy effect goes away. Mr. Slinks, don't forget to get rid of your wounded, and you can stand
Yeah,
now, so
I'm
you can get rid of your prone too.
You said right click on it?
Yep, just right click on your prone and your wounded. You'll have to right click on the wounded 3 times to get rid of it. In the top right when you have yourself selected. So it should be in the top right corner of your page next to the chat box when you have yourself selected.
Check penalties.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I see that.
What about check penalties?
What are check penalties exactly again? Just so I'm aware of
Skill
what I'm
check
actually doing.
penalties.
So any skill checks or specific?
No, I believe it's to strength based. Let me double check though.
So like athletics and
Yes, but some of that then is then erased based on. So I'm going to look at your athletics right now. Yeah, no, you're fine. You're not taking the -3 because you have enough strength to offset it.
okay.
So for the way to check that, for those that are curious, if you go into your core skills area, your proficiencies, so the hand on your character sheet,
Mm-hmm.
and then if you click the plus number, it'll show you the strength that's being, or the modifiers. So for example, for you, Tyrus, if I go to your athletics, you'll see strength is +3, trained is +3, and armor check penalty is crossed out because your strength adjusts it.
So,
And that really is like based on your armor more often than not. There are some other things that can happen, types of checks, but
So realistically, half plate. The only thing that it really does is subtract 5 by movement
yes. And the reason that is if you look at that,
because I have enough strength.
yes, exactly.
Okay. Perfect. All right, that's what I need to know. Thanks for teaching. I appreciate it.
Not a problem.
And that should, that's going to give me, by switching that armor out, all of that should be good. So I'm no longer quote unquote encumbered.
Yeah, it looks like the backpack is having issues right now. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Put your half plate. Are you wearing half plate now, Mr. Slinks? Are you putting that on?
I was going to put it on. It's just this encumbered business is throwing me very much off.
So I'm going to, well, when you put it on, it does reduce your bulk, by the way. Worn half plate is 3 bulk. Carried half plate is 4 bulk. So I just did that. I'm looking at your, so you have 7. Oh, that's because you're holding scale mail and chain mail in your backpack. Your backpack is at a +7, which is actually a +5. So you would be encumbered even with the.
So I have to drop one. I guess I'm just looking at, like, I'm taking this speed penalty and I'm just trying to
discern whether or not you want to take that speed penalty.
Yeah, I don't want to take a speed penalty that much. It's just like it just seems like there's penalty for every armor, and I don't know if that's because of the bulk or the
So that's
encumberment.
because it's not because of your bulk, it's because of your half plate.
Mm-hmm.
Your half plate is giving you a speed penalty. Oh wow, your speed is down to 10. Oh,
yeah.
And ignore the encumbered. That's because of don't ignore it. You need to get rid of encumbered. Your encumbered's giving you a -10. The half plate's giving you a -5. Which that's going to happen with half plate with your strength right now until you get strength 4. Strength 4.
Okay. But if I were to put on, like, say
I'm going to show you something. I'm going to drop your scale mail. I'm going to drop there. No longer do you have a speed penalty. You still have one of -5 from the half plate, but your encumbered is no longer there because I dropped those other 2 armor pieces.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
So yeah. So but like chainmail would probably be better for me speed wise.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because that's only a -5 speed penalty, which is offset by your strength.
Got you.
So you would not have a penalty.
Got you. I mean, that's like the only thing I got going for me. So.
Yeah, so you have. Well, I'm going to get rid of your encumbered. I'm cheating the encumbered right now. What I'm doing is essentially if you click it as dropped, it doesn't show up as encumbered. So I've got those 2 pieces as dropped.
Okay.
All right. Anybody else have any questions, comments, concerns before we continue on?
Nope.
I love that you did that in your character voice. All right. Oh, a set monkey finally woke up. Oh, we have a Vivi. Vivi, we miss you dearly. All right. So you all go through the rest of the night. It's not terrible, not horrible. You guys, get some rest. But the night's been, it's been crazy. The next morning. You make your way. Along with several of the other surviving adventurers, because many did not survive. Many perished in the fight last night. When you go into the manor hall and look around, you realize that it is sorrowfully empty compared to the previous night, where there was laughter, joy, discussions, and exclamations specifically by Breezy. Now there is somber looks. Pallid faces. And a variety of things that allow you to understand the situation you've been a part of. Lady Jamandi is there. You see Amiri, Harem, Lindsay, Artuccio, who indeed snarls at you, Valerie, Jathel, and others. It's shocking how quickly Lady Jamandi's staff have restored the Manor Great Hall in the space of a few morning hours. Very few signs of violence of the night before remain, and things have been mostly returned to normal. And as the adventurers who survived the assault take seats at tables, other adventurers who arrived just today settle in as well. Even these newcomers, though, there are far fewer heroes in the hall than there were the previous evening, and the atmosphere is serious and somber as Lady Jamandi steps up to speak. I would like to thank those of you who helped defeat the Black Tears last night. Lady Jamandi begins. It's obvious. Someone doesn't like our plans to settle the stolen lands. Well, we're not so easily persuaded, are we? I say no. And this morning, I would like to issue formal charters to all of you to begin exploring the stolen lands and make them safe for tomorrow's settlers. The first charter we would like to bequeath goes to the group called the Iron Wraiths. She states with a wave towards a band of 4 well-armored adventurers, which you remember from the previous night. The tales of your adventures have thrilled many Brevic nobles. And I'm excited to see what you can do with the exploration of the Glenenbon uplands. Your charter is to establish a base for Brevoy there after dealing with the Tiger Lords, and then to open diplomatic relations with the Pitax from a point of strength. She nods. The Iron Wraiths as they make their way up to Lady Jamandi. She gives them their charters, and they leave the room. You can see on their faces large grins, almost a content of the others there. One of them yells out, "Hey, heroes, don't forget to bring your stuffed animals so you don't get scared." Another one mumbles to a fellow Iron Wraith, "I bet you 30 gold these other adventures won't last a fortnight." You do see as Lady Jamandi kind of shakes her head in frustration, but continues on. Baron Hannestrelev, as per previous discussion, your charter is one of specific importance for Brevoy, securing the southern trade routes along the East Selen River and establishing a base for merchant caravans and barges alike is of the utmost importance. Hoktung Slough will be your base of operation. A dour-looking nobleman takes his charter from Lady Jamandi with a crisp bow and barely more than a nod, then walks from the room. Megavan, your father Androth has been a faithful friend. Your charter assigns you to Nomen Heights to establish a town with a Varnling host. In time, we hope to establish an Aldori dueling school there, but in the more immediate future, we ask you broker an alliance with the Nomen Centaurs who roam the region. I trust you and your fellows are up to the task. Mayor Varn walks up to accept his charter from Lady Jamandi. As he leaves the Great Hall, he passes the PC Ural's table, smiles, Once we get established, I would love to have you come visit so we can set up trade relations. Good luck. And then with a swish of his cape, he turns and leaves. And last, but certainly not least, last night's heroes. First, I want to thank you again for risking your lives to help defend my manor. The courage, gumption, and skill you displayed will take you far, I suspect. For your charters, we're asking you to travel to the southwest, into the region known as the Green Belt, a swath of wildlands that includes the forest known as the Nile Marches and the hill country of the Camelins. We've heard that bandits have grown particularly aggressive in the Green Belt, and they need to be stopped before anyone safely settles in the region. A small trading post in Rosslyn hinterlands has been particularly hard hit. I suggest starting there. Once the bandits have been dealt with, we'll be ready to bequeath to you more permanent charters to settle the land and establish a government of your own. She hands each of you a copy of the same charter, and it reads as such. Be it known, the bearer of this charter has been charged by the Sword Lords of Restov, acting upon the greater good and authority vested within them by the office of the Lord Mayor of Restov, the right of exploration and travel within the wilderness regions known as Restov's hinterlands, and the Greenbelt exploration, and the Greenbelt. Exploration should be limited to the area west and south of Oleg's trading post, no further than the banks of the Shrike and Skunk rivers. The carrier of this charter should strive against banditry and other unlawful behavior to be encountered. The punishment for unrepentant banditry remains as always execution by sword or rope. So witnessed on this, the 24th day of Calistril, under the watchful eye of the lordship of Restov. She shakes each of your hands, nods to you. Take care, my friends. Stay safe, and we will talk soon.
Wait. It's as I thought we were going to discuss compensation this morning. I'm confused.
Indeed, I'm glad you reminded me. There's been much that has been occurring here over the last night, and my mind is focused on the health and healing of those around me. There were some weapons in there. They are currently missing. Shall I assume that you have taken them?
I think this is one of them.
Oh my god!
As you
Y'all
see,
are killing me.
as you see, as Tyrus just like his head sticks out of the line, as he just like he looks down the line. Like...
I mean, I already had gotten so used to it. It felt like my own. I didn't remember to mention it, and it's a great one.
That's fine. We have the weapons, but I mean, do you really believe that's compensation enough?
Do you understand the worth of those weapons?
I'm fine with it.
Each of those individually
Quit being so greedy.
cost almost 35 gold apiece. I believe you have 2 of them, making it 70 gold. That feels like a fairly significant offer. But if you require more, I'd be glad to give you these. And she pulls out 2 lesser healing potions. Something that may help you on your journey.
Yeah. Thank you. 10 gold per person, I guess, is fair.
Lady Monty, if I may make a request, my skill set is more in line not only with this firearm that helped save the lives of some of the people in this manor, but also it maybe for further use of the rest of my fellow members here. Do you happen to have any tool sets that I might be able to use for our charter?
Please, be more specific. The vagueness hurts me.
Sorry, do you have any alchemy sets or laboratory equipment that I might be able to use?
One moment. And she goes over and talks to a servant. He nods to her. About a minute later, he runs, comes back, hands her a kit. Here, my friend. Here's an alchemist toolkit. Now, understand that the sheer cost of this is far beyond what I usually give out, but you all have done a fine job. She'll hand you the alchemist toolkit worth another 3 gold pieces. I just put it in your bag.
Your generosity knows no bounds, Lady Monty, and the price of this kit and what you've given us will be returned in manyfold.
Yes, we are very grateful for all this. It's I could
Are
not
you though?
part
Because
with
I'm
this
just
weapon.
not feeling it.
Hey, I speak for myself. I don't know about the others.
I could not
Quake
part
was
with this weapon
ungrateful.
anymore. It is a part of me now.
Okay,
Quaku was calling her all types of cheapskates under his breath. That's cool.
Wow.
As I guess Tears is going to kind of not even a half step forward, giving the bow. It has been a pleasure to serve, and no matter what happens, I do look forward to working with the other kingdom, like as both a statement and a question.
Of course. Establish the lands, rid the banditry, and we shall talk further. She nods at you. And with that, she turns and continues to speak with her servants, who, though have cleaned much of the room, continue their work. And with that, my friends, you will proceed to level 2.
Right.
So please, go ahead. I'm going to bring us over, transition back to our map so I can pull up character sheets. For those watching at home, oh, by the way, your greediness, I appreciate everything about it because I was given a villain point because of it. So, I thank you.
Hey, you gotta call it out, man. We
No,
gave her
all I just-
800 gold. Is he talking about 35 gold
No.
weapons?
You didn't give her 800 gold. You stole 800 and then returned it.
It wasn't stolen. We were holding it. We were holding
Found
it.
it. It should have been taken as compensation, and we just
We
shouldn't
kept
have
it
said
safe
anything.
and gave it back.
See,
well,
Tyrus
make
knows.
sure Tyrus doesn't hear anything else about any other gold that comes around here. You
I'm just saying. Like 100%. If
treasure.
you guys don't want actual like real people doing fucking good shit, you probably shouldn't tell Tyrus because he's gonna do what's
gotta
right.
keep secrets
not
from
what
Tyrus.
lines your
Bro,
pockets.
Quaku already knows how to move around Tyrus from this point forward.
Hey, that was already established last session, so
I can't help it that y'all want to be neutral, chaotic.
Eh, no.
No, just
Chaos
staying
all
true to the
about
characters,
truth.
man. Gotta stay true to the character.
Finders, keepers, bro.
Oh, no, yeah, no.
Thieves and lowlives.
I remember finders keepers. I'm okay with that.
Wait, why am I getting judged up with this? I just asked for alchemy set.
You got that. Go ahead. So you're gonna make your on your character sheet. Take your XP to 0 of 1,000 and take your level to 2. That'll open up places for you to add things for your characters. So I'm gonna let you guys do that momentarily. Now No, not 10,000 XP.
I lagged.
Breezy.
I lagged. 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 I
Talk
lagged.
about the
0
hack.
of 1,000 and
Damn.
change your
Lagged.
level to 2.
I lagged. I lagged.
I looked, I was like, 10,000 XP. Wow, Breezy
Oh,
really
yeah.
thinks.
No.
I lagged. I lagged. I lagged.
That's hilarious.
That's funny.
And what you'll see is when you do that, when you go to things like your feats, you'll see some open places for your feats, including your free archetype, which is super exciting, of course.
Okay.
And just understand that now that you're level 2, the gloves come off.
Wait, what?
What?
Is that
They were on?
Gloves on.
You say
Yeah, I
what?
was being nice to you guys. Keeping it light, not too
Dang.
dangerous. While our players are getting their characters updated, if anybody has any questions, comments, concerns, worries in the chat, let me know. I am more than happy to answer anything, whether it regards to Pathfinder 2E and or our streams. Reminder, we do have streams on Monday night, tomorrow night, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. That is our Lost Vale of Chalice Storm, a wonderful group that currently is at the Goblin King's Court having dinner, meeting a variety of goblin advisors, discussing a variety of things, and realizing that the character that was a throwaway character, Nub, the Grand Advisor of the Shiny, is apparently the most important NPC to my group, and as such, I have to build more information on him before tomorrow night. And then on Tuesday night, stop in for our Sky King's Tomb, currently in High Helm, dealing with, well, they're dealing with a house elf spirit. How do they deal with it? Pop in and find out, 7 p.m. on Tuesday. And I'm
Okay, done and done.
Oh, Jarvid, quick. Let's pull up Jarvid and take a peeky then. Like Jarvid has pulled Risky Reload. Oh.
Risky gang, rise up.
Risky game.
That's a good
Rise
choice.
up.
Mm-hmm.
Now, understand, if the strike fails, the firearm misfires.
From what I've seen, I won't miss.
Mhm.
Oh man.
Love the confidence.
Damn.
Ooh,
No,
Jarvid going
man.
medic dedication. I love this.
I say this is a trauma response
And this
after
would be
getting
really
out of
good
cover.
if Jarvid had healer tools, but currently is useless.
We have one.
You have to have it on you to be able to do battle medicine during a
He
fight.
starts looking at my healer's tools.
So that'll be interesting.
Is there a shop nearby?
Battle, I will allow you to purchase it if you have the gold. I have no problems with that.
All right, how much is that?
Healer toolkit, 5 gold.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Yeah, healer's toolkit is not cheap. I'm gonna double
Yeah.
check, make sure that it wasn't changed.
Hey, I'm gonna go to Billy Digimon.
Excuse me, Lady Jamont, do you happen to have one more gold?
I mean, can we sell anything we got?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
I will sell
anything
my
that you-
chainmail for you.
So, listen.
Animus,
For
and
that,
give you whatever you need.
we can do things 2 different ways. And players, you're gonna have to decide. In the party sheet, there is a stash. If it's stuff that you want to sell and split amongst the party, toss it in there. I will sell it, and then I can split the money evenly. Some groups tend to do it that way. Other groups believe that what they've looted is theirs. And so I'm going to let the players decide how they want to do it.
Okay, guys, real quick. Grab everything that we saw from the dead people and sell it.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm glad I
gonna
paused
throw some
that
stuff in
game.
I mean, I've
I'm
already
good.
broken-
I'm good with splitting it personally. That way, people aren't fighting over random shit.
Exactly.
I mean, I've already been tossing healing potions more to other people than I get for myself. So you know what I'll do.
I mean, we've been doing the same thing. So
So
Where is the
Breezy.
party stash?
Yeah.
So if you go to party, top right,
Uh-huh.
the actors section, the party sheet,
Mhm.
the third On the top there is the stash. So Breezy picked up versatile blasts.
I wanted to pick the other one because of Jarvis to turn his blast into weapons, but it was close. But I went with versatile blast.
I like it. Another
I didn't
battle
want him to use
medicine.
weapons.
I love that too. And Curse Maelstrom dedication. We'll be playing with this.
Yeah,
playing with
we'll
this.
definitely talk about
Yep.
that.
Yep. I love this. I love this.
So I should be all good now
Okay.
as well.
Hell, is it?
Tyrus has picked up Desperate Prayer. Oh, great choice. Great choice. And
That said, we need that last battle said we need more healing, and that's
Martial dedication is always good. And assurance diplomacy. I love that choice. That is a great RP choice too.
that's what this character is really meant for. I mean, he's a paladin, or a champion, but
Am I bugging?
I will say, Terry, Breezy is not at full HP on purpose, and that is
Okay.
a little bit of flavor from the Curse Maelstrom.
I'm okay with
But
that.
It's like that on purpose.
so
go ahead.
where's how do you move for interact deposit item? How do you do that again?
You you mean into the stash?
Yeah.
Open up your character sheet, go
Yep.
to your
There it
bag,
is.
and drag it over to the stash and let go.
Where is the stash? That's
Yeah, I'm
really
not seeing the stash in the party.
So if you go to the actor section, top right, the little guy,
Got it.
the head
Yep.
with the
the
shoulders,
party.
then click on next to the party, open sheet. You should have overview, exploration, and stash.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. All right.
Yep.
Perfect.
Caleb has picked up Monster Warden. That is a good one. Okay. Beastmaster dedication. Love that. And then Brain Animal. All right.
I'll
Builds
beat my dog
online.
to open doors.
Builds are online.
Yep. We're gonna have
Yeah, I
to
think I'm
talk
good
a little
now.
bit about that and figure out how we want to do it, but I love it. We haven't done Jarvit yet. Yeah, we did Jarvit already. We did
Already.
Breezy, Tyrus. We need Quaku. Let's look at Quaku. All right, so let's see. Multifarious. Oh, Bardic lore is so strong. Not as strong as Thaumaturgs, but still strong.
Gotta get that knowledge in.
Bon Mont is brilliant, and you know who that benefits a ton? Your gunslinger.
Does it?
It does. You'll see in the long run.
Right.
And
I
then
see what now?
the Bon Mont that Quaku took is very good.
Great ability.
And then Blessed One dedication. We will need to talk a little bit just to make sure we know what we're doing there, direction wise.
Yep.
And then
I think me and you still need to talk about ours.
we do, and that's
Y'all-
this week.
y'all-
Actually, I have some time, so I plan on messaging peeps.
I am officially on vacation until January 8th.
Holy shit!
Oh, that must be
Dang.
nice.
Good. Then
Must
I have
be
a lot
nice.
of work for you to do. On Legend.
I
Keeper.
told you, I still need those pictures, bro.
I know.
I have something I really want to do for you.
I've okay. Give me this. This is my last week of classes, which means I don't do much.
I haven't been trying to pester you.
All right. So we've got Snagging Strike, which is brilliant, by the way. A great choice. Titan Wrestler, which is brilliant. And this is my favorite. Dandy Dedication. Easily one of the most fun dedications out there.
I think that's the only way I could justify and make Mr. Slinks be useful in much of RP.
No, I love it. I love it. And
I think it's funny. We have blessed ones and cursed ones all in this group.
I know.
Real yin and yang.
You guys have given me so much work to do this. It's fine. I can do it. All right, so I'm going to transition us over. So, it's finally time to take us to a new map. An exciting map. We're going to go
Just enjoying it.
into the Stolen Lands. And I'm going to activate it. And I'm going to bring us back to the map online. Now, this map is huge. Make sure you scroll out a bit. And you'll probably have to slide left and right to see everything.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome, friends, to the Stolen Land.
Breezy Lands.
Oh yeah, my bad. Currently, you are right here. If you can see my ping.
Okay, all the way on that side.
If you shift ping, it'll drag us to there.
Yep. This is Restov. A place that you all know well. I need to... There we go. So you have already, obviously, discovered, reconnoitered this area. Save it. Trying to remember... When you toggle hex... It's been a while since I've had to deal with exploration again. But I do want to talk a little bit about some of the stuff that you're going to be doing regarding this. So, Hexploration. Have any of you done Hexploration in Pathfinder 2E?
No.
All right.
Not really.
So Hexploration has some rules. Now, some of that is in the player's handbook, which I believe I have linked to you all. I'm going to give you a little more information as we're here. As a group, what is the slowest speed that we... Oh, well, okay, before we do that, is there any shopping or anything else that you'd like to do in Restov? And the reason I ask that, and I will tell you now, having some horses that allow you to move a little quicker. Before I do that, though, has everybody put everything that they want to sell in... Who had assorted jewelry and who'd you steal it from?
I had assorted jewelry. I'm not sure where it came from, but that's...
I'm okay with that.
Thief?
Found a real thief.
No, I'm pretty
like-
sure I picked it up. I'm pretty sure I picked it up off of, was it the dagger, knife?
Oh, okay.
Thief.
All
Thief.
right. No, you guys are good
Thief.
then. Is there anything else that you all want to sell? Because once you do, I can then disseminate, disperse the money to everybody. I see some more things kind of going in.
Oh, I just realized.
We'll just drop it in the stash, right?
Yep, just drop it in the stash, and I'm gonna do all the math I need to do and give you guys your money.
That was my bad.
Yeah,
I clicked sell on my.
That's fine. Then you get that money. Look at you, rich.
That's fine. Quake can go get his one way or another.
So whatever the party stash gets, Quaku gets not zero.
I
man.
gotta ask. Would it be, or would snare kit have any use for me, as I'm not going with a snare crafting dedication?
It would allow you to create snares.
Yeah, but it's like I suppose then I'd yeah, I'll keep that.
It doesn't hurt to have it. It doesn't. I don't think right now it helps to have it, but it definitely does not hurt to have it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I was just thinking like that. I wasn't sure if it's like
Right.
useful at all without it, but yeah.
For that, I have two things. One, Jarvis is going to buy the healer's kit using 1 gold from the party stash, along with his.
All right, I can subtract 1. All right, done. So go ahead and add that to you.
And second, I have a question about my daily prep for my alchemy, advanced alchemy. Was before getting the alchemist tools and setting off, were I able to still prep it today?
Yes.
Okay, so with that, I'm going to complete dedication. And that's going to add some black powder and an alchemist fire to my inventory.
Okay. Does anybody
You
have
see only
anything
plus
else that you
one.
want to sell before I split up this money?
I'm just trying to decide on selling the mace or the great axe.
Now,
There's
a
some-
note. You can transfer
Mhm.
the +1. It only costs 3.5 gold to transfer the +1 to another weapon.
Aren't
So
they both +1?
no, that's great. So can I transfer the +1 to the flail? I can't stack. I can't stack it onto
cannot
the great
stack,
axe or
no.
something like.
Mm-mm.
Yo, so can I transfer that +1 to the flail?
Doesn't your flail already have a +1?
Mm-mm. This is a base
Just the
flail.
mace and axe.
Oh, the mason great axe. Yeah, you can transfer it to the flail. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to do that and then sell.
So you're
the
taking it off
mace.
which weapon? I'm sorry.
I'll take it off the mace.
All right. So off the mace. Let me do that real quick. And so
Sorry, y'all. This is essential for me.
exactly what should happen. And then you can drag the mace if you want to into the stash, and we can sell it.
Yep. I
Okay.
think that was a good choice.
Anybody
Can I drop
else? And this is
I-
good.
I
These are
have-
the questions that need to be asked right now, so that we have an idea of what we're doing.
Yeah, it's not dropping. I don't know why the mace isn't dropping. That's weird. Like I was able to drop other stuff, but it's not letting
Don't worry,
me
I
drop the
took
mace.
care of it.
Appreciated. That's
Oh,
pretty great.
Would it help with my bulk if I get rid of my silver and turn it into gold pieces?
No, because that has no weight.
Okay. Okay.
So if you look at
So-
your inventory under the bulk section, you'll see how much everything weighs. Like for example, Mr. Slink says both chainmail and plate mail. Maybe sell the plate mail.
You said
Or if movement's not important to you,
Right.
then switch and wear the plate mail, get that extra +1 because I'm sure you've got enough. Like that's what I just did with mine. I took off the chainmail, sold the chainmail for the party stash, and put on the half plate. That'll give you an extra 1 to your AC, but it'll decrease your movement by 5. So you only get 20 feet of movement versus 25 feet of movement.
is that what it drops? No, it drops down to 10 if I put on the full plate.
Yeah, but your chain's already -5, so
It's probably because you're
it'll just be an
encumbered.
extra 5.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're saying if I put on the half plate and I get rid of the chainmail, I should be fine?
Yeah,
Let me
it would be just you would have 20 feet of movement as opposed to 25 wearing the chainmail.
Oh, okay.
If you were
All right,
wearing
cool.
none, you would have 30.
No, that's fine. I was concerned about that. It's that encumberment stuff that's throwing me off. But yeah,
Right.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep. This is more
All right.
along the lines.
So, and is there anybody else?
I don't know if there's anything good for like a bard, but
Right now at level 2, not hugely. So for casters, generally what you're looking to use are wands and scrolls. Wands allow you to use it once per day, or you can try overloading it to use it twice per day. Scrolls are consumables. So what I generally tell my casters is, and then later on you want a staff, because a staff's going to give you extra spells.
okay.
Early on at level 2, there's not much that you're going to need as a caster. Your melee really need that +1 to kind of help out, because casters are generally okay at level 2.
Copy. Okay.
All right,
Good to
I'm
know.
distributing coinage. So everybody will get the money. It's all distributed. You can check your bags. See the amount of money you now have earned. All right. So my players, a couple of things I'm going to need you to do if you haven't already done it, which I think some of you have, but we need the camping macro. If you haven't got it from the compendium, go into the compendium, top right, the closed book with the world on it. Type camping, and you want the macro dragged to your macro bar.
camping effects?
No. So go into Compendium, the closed book with the world on it.
Yeah.
In the search bar, type camping.
Mm-hmm.
Should be look like a fire under scene.
Yeah.
So all the way
It's
down.
further down.
First one.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
further
first
down.
Sorry about that. Because that's going to be important as we move forward.
I'm good.
So, as I said before, exploration is a little different than what we've been doing. Exploration gives you activities that you can do. For those at home that are following along, you can find exploration actually the information on Archives of Nethys. And essentially, what happens with exploration is that you're given a set amount of activities and things that you can do. Group activities include traveling and reconnoitering. Traveling is exactly what it means. You progress, moving into an adjacent hex. Now, in open terrain, like plains, it uses one travel activity. But as things become more difficult, it uses more, such as a forest or desert uses 2 travel activities. And then things such as mountains and swamps require 3 travel activities. The other thing that you can do within a hex is reconnoiter, which means you spend time surveying and exploring a specific area. You kind of get a lay of the land, that sort of thing. Reconnoitering takes a number of exploration activities very much like travel, meaning 1 for open terrain, 2 for difficult terrain, 3 for greater difficult. If you're not exploring, or if you're not moving or reconnoitering, individuals can do activities such as fortify camp or map the area. Mapping the area, as long as your group has successfully reconnoitered the hex, you can use this activity to create an accurate map of the hex with a successful survival check. And when you accurately map the hex, the DC of any check to navigate that hex is reduced by 2. Now, I do have a slight homebrew on this, in that if you map the area, it essentially takes half the amount of movement travel when traveling through the area, because now you already know what's in the area. Everybody with me so far? All right. When you're out in the wild, you will need to camp. And that's where the camping activities come in. We'll talk more about that as we get into the first camping activity. Now, as I said before, you're definitely going to want animals. And there's a reason for that. Exploration has a cost. Grab it real quick. If your slowest character can move 10 feet or less, you can do half an activity per day. If your slowest character can move 15 to 25 feet, you can do 1 activity per day. If your slowest character can move 30 to 40 feet, you can do 2 activities per day. Now, 30 to 40 feet is kind of the ideal at the level that you're at. Now, right now, most of you, I believe, move about 25 feet. Would that be correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the slowest at 20 right now.
So to speed that up,
Myself and Tito would be.
Yeah, we're close to 20 at the moment.
So to speed that up, you would want a wagon. Wagons are not cheap. Wagons can go for as much as, 25 feet for. Now, along with that, you need some animals to pull the wagon. Okay? Now, a wagon can hold 3 people. An individual creature can hold 1 person. If you wanted a riding horse, for example, or let's go riding pony, maybe? Let me see what their speed is. Yeah, a riding pony is 35 feet. An individual riding pony would cost Let me double check the price. So a horse is 2 gold. So if each of you purchased a horse, it would be 12 gold. And a horse's speed is 40 feet, which would give you 2 activities per day. So my question then begs, do you all want to buy yourselves horses?
Certainly.
Is there anything besides horses? Anything, you know, maybe more, maybe no, a different animal. You know, maybe there's some more exotic animals I could
Did
ride.
you say a wagon
A
with
zebra?
max speed of 25?
Yeah,
a
like, is
wagon would be 25, but you'd also need a couple of pulling beasts, which is, they're not horses, they are, hold on a second. And a note, these cannot be used in combat. Just be aware of that.
I assume
yet.
I assume small characters can't hop on someone else's horse.
No.
Yeah.
No, unfortunately.
we just get ponies instead.
Nah.
I would say if everyone wants to spend the 2 gold, right? I mean, I put 30 gold into the stash. You guys can afford 2 gold.
I mean, you also gave away 800 gold, but you know.
You know what?
Yeah,
you know
who's counting?
what? There,
Tomatoes,
that's
tomatoes,
100% in
potatoes,
character, and you know that's.
If we had 800 gold, you know, these
the
decisions
one
would be a
who
lot
always said,
easier.
Act out your character, Sean. So
I
doing it
do
in
want
character.
to ask though, is there other things besides horses I can purchase to ride on?
Ooh, let me look. So
Anything
that
more?
becomes a bit.
It's not a big deal. I just wasn't sure if there was other options.
Let me look real quick. There are.
Because I mean, if there's like flamingos I could ride, I'm just saying.
Bro,
Ostrich?
I would.
Yeah, if there's an
understand
ostrich, I'm just saying.
this
Beats
wagon
that-
because
that's
you
the
know
big a little
Waiku
bit.
doesn't ride horses, man. That's not his thing. He doesn't ride horses.
Yeah, but if you ride the wagon, you're decreasing us to 1 action per day versus just saying you're riding that.
He
damn
said it's
horse.
in
No,
character.
the wagon
character.
moves fast enough. The wagon moves fast enough.
I thought it was 15 to 25 was just 1.
No. So a vehicle wagon speed is the speed of the slowest pulling creature. So if you have 2 horses pulling a wagon, then that's 40 feet still. And you can get
I
three,
definitely
you get
think a
3
wagon is
people in that.
reasonable.
Additionally, here's the cool thing with a wagon is that a wagon can hold other things, where a horse
Yeah, that's
can
what I
not.
figured.
Yep, that's what I was thinking as well.
Yeah, so exactly what I was saying.
So some of my groups in the past have purchased a wagon because then they know they can stow stuff there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
4 horses, 2 wagons, and then that everybody could technically ride a wagon at 40.
So you said 2 horses and how many wagons?
2 wagons, right? And
Well, you
how-
need two large creatures
2
to
horses
pull a wagon.
per wagon. 2 horses
yeah, so
per
that would be
wagon.
4 horses and 2 wagons.
Yes.
How much is a wagon again?
A wagon is 25 gold.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not cheap.
That is massively.
Now hold on,
expensive.
hold on. A cart can be pulled by 1 large creature, but it only holds 2 people, and that is only 3 gold.
But does the cart still hold items I
It
just
can,
purchasing
and I just
if
have to
we're
look up to
purchasing the wagon.
see the specifics, but it can't hold as much as a wagon, but it can indeed hold stuff.
Yeah, like I mean, we're not on. It may behoove us to be able to hold more now. Because if you're exploring, you find stuff, but you can't hold it. Then what good is it?
Exactly.
Like
Right,
why go economy? We could just knock this wagon business out. Is my opinion. But I just hit things.
I just hit things.
Yeah, I think it depends on the capacity of the cart versus the wagon.
All right,
You can
I'm
make a
looking right
decision.
now. So a draft horse or similar creature can pull about 100 bulk of goods. So a single horse can pull about 100 bulk. So a horse and a wagon, minus characters, which you could only put 2 characters on a cart. So that's minus 12. You could pull 88 bulk worth of items in a cart.
And what about in the wagon?
A wagon has 2 horses, so it'd be 188 bulk.
That's more
That's
than
also
double.
29
Yeah.
gold versus 5 gold.
Yes.
Yes.
So I would say start out, right? Start out like a college dude, buy that $3,000 car versus the fucking Bentley that costs you 70 grand, right?
No,
we can get the wagon.
This is the difference between being a college dude and deciding to lay down on 2 sheets and calling it a bed, or just buying the bed and you'll be good for years going forward. That's just me. We may have lived
You
different
say that
college
until
lives,
until the wagon breaks. Like that's by basically saying, okay, 29 gold.
We
that's
have
3 people.
crafters. We have
Right,
crafters.
yeah, I
So-
stick by it. I just think the wagon makes more sense.
2 carts.
Y'all got
4
your own money.
people.
I'll buy a horse by myself. I don't give a shit.
Two carts, 4 people will be 10 gold. Is that right?
You said
So-
with 2 carts?
So 2
carts.
carts and 2 horses would be 10 gold.
So you're saying
And
if
we'll have
each horse had a
100
cart, then we'll be in a better place then? If it was 4
So that
horses,
would
4
be
carts,
a total.
that's
If
cheaper.
each horse had a cart, that would be 3 carts, 3 horses to cover everybody, which is 15 gold total, which would also carry 112 times, or 188 times, or I'm sorry, 88 times 3, which, why are you guys making me do math? Would be
I say 4 horses, 4
264
carts, if that's the
bulk.
case. 4 horses, 4 carts give you an extra cart, and it allows for any other weight is, and that way if something goes wrong with 1 cart, there's 3 other carts. That
That
makes
makes
more
sense.
sense.
That makes
So
sense.
4 horses, 4 carts. That breaks it up, so we're not just worrying about carrying.
You only
everybody.
need
have access.
3 horses, 3 carts, and
You
then
only
Yeah, but
need
he's saying
3
it's
to
a
cover
backup.
people,
It's a
but
backup.
if you have a 4th one, then you account for everybody and you have space for everything, and it's more financially better than what it is. What college did you go to and just?
We also might run into people that we might need to like pull around.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't
Gives more
like.
Exists to me.
I feel you on not getting the wagon now, but also get an extra horse. Don't get just enough.
Yeah.
Because
I think
why?
four-
So you're saying
Okay,
buy
I
not
get
you're
it.
saying buy the used car, but don't get any spare tires.
Because yeah, we're also going to a trader post that's been overrun by bandits. If I remember correctly.
It's been what?
Oh, I thought you mentioned we're going to a small
They're getting
trader
attacked.
post
It
that's
wasn't a
being
bandit,
overrun
it
by
was
bandits.
attacked.
Well, not yeah, but it's been constantly attacked by bandits.
I still have the question. I anything I can ride beside a horse, because I see goats.
Wagon.
I see beetles. I see elephants. Could I buy any of those?
Gonna ride a beetle?
Yeah, that
I'm
makes
looking at
sense.
mounts. Beetles are on here.
They are
camel?
on there.
Camels, beetles. Just out of curiosity.
So where you're at in Restov? Let me look. Real
Goat?
quick.
I see a goat on here I could ride. It's got a climb speed.
Where are the mounts at? Let me look real quick.
What's the speed?
35 with 15 climbing for a goat.
Pretty good.
Well, the climbing won't help you a ton because you don't.
Yeah, I know.
You don't have that training, unfortunately. I'm just trying to find the list of. Where did you? Under
I will DM it to you
equipment.
right now.
Bet it's under equipment.
So we take 4 carts and a beetle.
Okay.
Sounds like.
Well, I mean, you need horses, right?
I mean, implying that carts mean horses too.
There
I
we
just
go.
DM'd it to you. Then
Yep.
Control F mount. That's what I
Yeah.
did.
So here's the thing. Let me see. I'll allow some things, but I won't allow. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I'm not trying to. Say,
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, is there anything else? Just because his personality, he wants to stand out, so he would want
Yeah.
something different.
A goat, I will allow.
I want to go. Don't even a goat. It's the goat. I'll take the goat.
He's the goat.
The goat needs a goat.
I'll take the goat. You don't even
We
need to
need-
do any more research. I'll take the goat.
We need to travel silently.
I'll take the goat. I'm good.
Yeah, who's gonna be louder, Breezy or the goat? That's the question.
All right, you have a goat. The cost for a goat is actually the same price as a horse. So.
Damn, I was hoping it was more money, just so I could brag.
Can we get milk from the goat? Can we get milk from the goat?
Okay, so let me make sure we've got this. We've got a goat. And
Wait, which one, Breezy or the goat?
yeah,
God damn it.
how
That was a
many
good one.
how many
Now we have
carts do
goat.
we have?
We're
Four
going to
carts.
4 carts and 4 horses.
4
Three
carts, 4
horses
horses,
and
and a goat.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Works for
22
me.
gold. I need 22 gold, and since I've already spread the money out amongst you all, how will we be paying for that?
Put it back in the stash.
So if everybody wants to put money back in the stash, everybody put 5 gold into the stash. Do that. That'll be enough
where's
to
the
cover,
stash?
and then I can split it back out.
Where's the stash at again?
So you go into the actors, top right, above the chat, the little guy with the head and the shoulders, and then the sheet next to the party.
Okay, I put the 5 gold in there. Also, Terry, I'm seeing black powder doesn't really give me ammunition for my arquebus, so could I buy 30 sling bullets instead for 3
yeah,
copper?
you can do that. Yeah.
Cool.
How do you deposit gold?
Look at you all. You all putting it in here.
Just
10
drag-
silver
drag
pieces is only
the-
1 gold.
Yeah, I put in 30 silver and 2 gold pieces.
Okay. Make it difficult. Anybody else want to put money in?
Sorry.
I like to put 30 silver pieces, 3 bronze, and I want to know how much I get per
Oh
button.
my God.
I'm trying to figure out how to drag the gold in there without dragging it all.
Oh, you just drag
Oh,
it.
yeah,
and it
once
gives
You
Once
drag
you
it, then
drag
it
it,
asks
it'll
you how
ask
much
you
you
how
want to
much.
put in.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay,
Mhm.
that's so much easier.
You just have to be brave and try these things
I
out.
love that the second half of our session today has been leveling and goat purchasing. I mean,
I asked at the very. I was serious about that. He didn't
Yep.
want a horse.
keep putting your money in. Come on, peeps. Jeez.
You want to put
Like
something
pass
else
around
out
the plate.
there, Dread?
It could have been donkeys. That's true. So anytime I play, I always ask if I can have 2 companion donkeys named Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. So
Oh my god.
that's what Evelyn is referring to. Every character I've made, I've always wanted a Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. One guy said I could only have 1, so I named it Rosencrantz and Guildenstern.
Good choice. Good choice.
All right, you all, and I'll have to do this in game before next week, but I will add 4 carts, 4 horses, and a goat.
Yes, don't forget the goat.
Don't
Oh
forget the goat.
Breezy, get out the cart.
And with that, we're going to pull us to the end of this week's session. As the goat has been purchased alongside the wagon.
Secure the
Horses.
goat.